It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Reset. Hey, easy.
They'll start the drive with a give to Khan. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go, come on.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hurry, hurry. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
18.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers making their way out. As we look back to last year, I don't know that anybody foresaw how things would play out. Heavy favorites in the NFC North, but the injury to Aaron Rodgers that cost him more than half the season, ultimately too much to overcome.
And when you think about how Green Bay has played over the last 10 years, there's been a lot of sameness to them, and that's been good. Continuity, offense, defense, coaching staff. But a lot of changes in the offseason for Green Bay, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You'll see a severe shakeup there, but the best thing for them, Aaron Rodgers, still in a Green Bay uniform. 16 games from Aaron Rodgers always makes Green Bay a contender for a Super Bowl crown.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Over here, 18. Hurry up, 18.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go. Hurry.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Move.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Hurry.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bears are in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'll be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
That's how we do it. Get out here. That's how we do it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And Crosby puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
For the Bears last season, Charles, as they come out here, a 2-game improvement, but when you go from 3-13 to 5-11, not enough to save their coaching staff. So in comes 40-year-old Matt Nagy. He's the new head coach and seems to be bringing a new optimism with it.
Yeah, and you hate to put too much on the shoulders of not just a new head coach, but a second-year quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. But this is the city of broad shoulders, and I think that he has them, and he's looking forward to working with this new crew. And similar to teams that really elevated with coaching changes, the Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions, the Los Angeles Rams last year, I think that can happen here in Chicago as well because of the structure they'll put in place for this quarterback. Head coach who knows quarterbacks, offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, 18. Check. Hey, 18.
Again, it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey, gotta go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Parkey not able to convert. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
We are going. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Running with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now it's Trubisky. No, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down.
Come on, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Come on, come on.
On second down, here's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Let's go, come on. Hey, check 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Rodgers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
319! Zoom.
Rodgers to throw once more. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zoom.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cliff Averill in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really...
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Over here.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
That's fine, yeah.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Red,
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
18. Red, up. Blue.
Now Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Burton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Red, up. 180. Hey, gotta go. Red, up. Blue.
Here's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Gotta go. Red, up. Hey, 18.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
18.
Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 32 yards. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
We're go. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. The drive starts with a run by Kyle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Get reset. Hey, easy.
Rodgers looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Try and run for this. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over.